What's up, guys?
Are we recording? Oh, yeah, we're recording. Okay, good. Eagles and Esports podcast where we talk all things esports. We're your hosts, Sam and Joshua, once again,
What's up?
bringing you another fantastic
How are you,
podcast.
Josh?
I'm doing good. Went home this weekend.
Okay.
Got to see the family. No, it felt great. Felt great. Finals coming up in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dead Week is actually
It's
next
approaching.
week. And let me tell you, I'm not looking forward to it.
Fear.
I have 2 study rooms booked already just for this week
Wow.
alone.
Wow.
It's not fun.
Some
Not fun.
studious from Josh. Maybe a week in computer science
Oh,
is going
my
to be required
goodness.
this week.
The week in computer science is going to go crazy, let me tell you. But this is not the computer science podcast. It's the esports podcast where, we had some playoff teams start their playoff season, their postseason action. So we'll get into that.
Berths.
Playoff berth.
What?
That's
That's what sports people call it.
Oh, playoff berth? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
I know. Meat sports people are weird. I can agree. but
Also, you've been keeping up with the NHL playoffs by any chance?
No.
You have not.
I mean, my leaves always get blasted, so I don't really care.
I'm just making sure. I was just wondering if you kept up with them in any way, shape, or form, but I think you have.
Have you?
No, not really. I've been keeping up with NBA playoffs. I'm more of a basketball guy myself.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that, we'd like to thank our partners, Monster Energy, Coca-Cola, Fit Gamer, Concord Games, and Red Six Sports, and, of course, University of Southern Miss for all you do for us. Thank y'all so much for all you do
Thank you.
for our program. But without any further ado, I think we just hop right into the Valorant action from Monday. Let me tell you, it was a great game.
Yeah,
Great
I
game.
think we actually may have covered the Valorant on last week's podcast because we recorded on.
Their first playoff game?
Yeah, we recorded it on Wednesday.
Oh, we did. I forgot about
But
that.
I mean, we can recap. So
we
they
can
played,
recap.
They played UARC, I believe,
Yes, they did play UARC.
and they're able to take a pretty dominant victory there, 2-0, heading into the semifinals, which is today
Against Samford.
against Samford over in Alabama. Should be an exciting one.
The second seed versus the third seed. I do like seeing
Yeah.
a nice second, third seed matchup. Those are usually some of the best matches I've ever seen in
Mhm.
playoffs. And this was really a telltale sign of who's going to make it to finals because I already know that number 1 seed. I don't know I don't even actually know who the number 1 seed is for.
I think it's
FIU?
another UARC team.
Is it UARC team?
I'm pretty sure.
Is it the Razzmatazz?
It's not Raspberry.
It's not It's not
I-
Razzmatazz.
I don't know. Clueless definitely knows. I do not.
Actually, hold
So-
on. I think I can pull it up right now.
Yeah, you should be able to. But yeah,
Alright.
they do have that match against Samford. They've looked really strong, especially towards the end of the season for the Valorant squad here at USM. So I'm really excited to see how they fare against one of the higher seeded opponents. Obviously USM's still favored just due to seeding. You're right, 2-3. But
Mhm.
I mean, it's going to be a closer match than the 2-7 match we saw. And I mean, I don't know if you watched the Valorant game, Josh, but
I was actually
was-
I was here for it actually.
it was not particularly close last Monday.
I mean, I think this team just really wants to go out here and prove why they're one of the best Navigator Valorant teams in
Yeah.
NECC, and I'm looking forward to that.
They want to get to those finals for sure.
Oh, I definitely think they will. I think they have a great chance to get Stanford tonight, and I think that game's also going to be at 8 p.m. too.
I mean,
You gotta love our late night Valorant. You gotta love
it's
the late night Valorant.
always 8 p.m. Always me and Aaron. So it's
mean-
going to be a great game. Don't know the maps yet. I wish we could, but
Do you think we're gonna see a Lotus tonight? You think we're gonna see a Lotus? I think we're gonna see a Lotus.
I would wager we probably are going to see a Lotus.
I could definitely guarantee you.
We probably, in my opinion, we probably should start leaning away towards Pearl. I know that might be a hot take.
Ooh, that is a very. I mean, our
But-
Pearl gameplay at the beginning of the season was kind of really good.
I'm just a little bit scared. Are you familiar with any Valorant Pro teams?
I'm familiar with a good amount.
Okay,
really
so
good amount.
This team called Loud.
Oh,
they-
Loud. I mean,
yeah,
I know. I definitely
Everyone
know
knows
Loud.
them, right? They're
I know
like
Loud.
the best team in the world
Best
besides
team in the
like
world.
Fnatic.
But
But-
besides Fnatic.
They invented this double controller comp, this
Mhm.
Harbor Viper comp, and it's basically just like unbeatable on
Mm.
Pearl if you play it right.
I mean,
And we don't. It's just not in our wheelhouse. So I'm a little skeptical of, especially against the higher teams, of our comps. I think will work really good on certain maps. I'm just a little worried about those more slower maps where more defaulting is required. So
yeah, I definitely understand, and especially like I say, this is not semifinals. You're one step away from finals, and I definitely think Sanford is going to be again do their research.
Yeah.
'Cause I do believe I think we also beat them in the regular season as well. So I mean, I am 99% sure Sanford went back, watched the VOD,
Yeah.
definitely tried to figure out our mistakes, try to see if they can find little points to attack us. And I'm looking for a great match tonight. We may see a
Yeah.
map 3. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't see a map 3.
I mean, if we see a map 3, I mean, we'll be here, or I'll be here
Oh,
every
you'll be
step of
here.
the way.
I probably will be here, but
Yeah.
I do not know.
I mean, I mean, it's really great when we get to go to map 3s, despite it being like 12:30. It
Oh,
feels
yeah,
like
for
when
sure.
we leave, but
Yeah.
I love seeing more maps, but I would rather them be, you know, pretty one-sided maps.
I do like that. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see USM just come in 2-0 completely and just get a
Yeah.
ticket to final. But like I said, in games like semifinals where I know both teams are going to do absolutely their hardest
yeah.
to get to that final spot. Like I said, you're almost there,
Yeah.
and they're going to give everything their heart and soul. They're going to get 110% to win this game. Now. So
Especially, it's the 2 and 3 seed. This is one of the
I mean,
this is the side of the bracket that's supposed to be close right now.
that's supposed to be the close side of the bracket. Like I said, be sure to tune in tonight. USM versus Sanford live on the Twitch channel. 8 o'clock. You don't want to miss it.
You really don't.
You don't want to miss it. But speaking of playoffs, we also have a unfortunate news regarding our League of Legends team.
Yep.
So they had a playoff match as well
Oh,
this Wednesday.
We should recap that we were fed, or not fed, but there was a miscommunication of USM being the first seed in their League of
I
Legends
did
division.
see that. I did
Yeah, so
see that.
They're actually the second seed. I'm not really sure the specifics on why that happened.
Me neither. I definitely last time I remember they've only lost one game. I do remember that.
Yeah.
I think it came down to round differentials and how many game differentials. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was the reason they're no longer first seed. So that's just something to keep in mind.
Wait, hold on. Did you guys beat Samford? Yeah. Was it close? I mean, okay.
Okay.
USM similar. Give me your prediction for the match tonight. You don't just
Do I have to give my professional opinion or can I give my actual opinion?
both.
Both. We'll get both. We'll take it.
Professional opinion, I think it's going to be a good game. I think we're going to pull out a really nice, clean win.
Mm-hmm.
Actual opinion, we're going to kick their ass.
I like
Okay,
the confidence coming
yeah,
out. I love the confidence right now.
You love to see that from
I
the
love.
players.
Are we seeing a 2-0 or a 2-1 tonight? We're feeling 2-0.
I'd say maybe a 2-1. We give them one map for confidence.
We got one map for confidence.
Please make it 2-0.
Please make it a 2-0.
Okay.
I like it. USM Similar making a special guest
Yep.
appearance. Thank you so much.
Spreading the 2-1 victory for USM tonight.
I
Giving them a map.
definitely see a 2-0.
I think that's some respect being shown.
I mean, that is
I
some
love
respect means. I love the humbleness out of the.
Let's go back to the league, the game
So-
we know nothing about. But
So yeah, I mean, so they are the second seed, so they start their playoff match, and unfortunately, the servers were DDoS. Yes, the Riot Game servers were
not
DDoS.
just our servers, like literally the entirety of Riot Games.
Oh yeah, and I remember looking at the stream, and then all of a sudden everything just stopped, and I was
No.
like, this is
Curious.
very curious. And then I was told there's a DDoS, so I'm like, oh.
Yep.
So that game is now being rescheduled to, I believe, this Wednesday. I do believe. I'm not 100% sure on the reschedule. I don't know.
I thought it was today.
So we're gonna have. Okay, so we're probably.
Or it's definitely not Tuesday, but I thought, because I was talking to Haddle, and he maybe seemed like they still were expected to finish this match before next Wednesday. Okay. So they can keep on like track with the other games.
I do remember this also happened like 5 minutes within the game starting too, which I thought was definitely kind of crazy that this does happen 5 minutes before the game starts. Like, I mean, that's just crazy, But there will be a reschedule for that League of Legends game. So our League of Legends team is still in quarterfinals.
Yep.
Second seed
Against the 7th. Yep.
against the 7th. So that is our League of Legends update. But moving on to Rocket League.
Yep.
They had their playoff match. 5th seed going against the 4th seed in UH Yellow. A dominant 3-0 victory for them.
W.
I mean, that was just utter complete dominance out of the Rocket League team. And, I mean, may not be the seed they want to be the seed, but I definitely think they're going to make the most of it.
Yeah.
And I think they're on the second seed bracket. I think they're probably going to end up making the final. I do not know who the second seed is.
If they're 5th seed, they're playing the 1st or 8th seed in semifinals.
They play Florida Tech. Yeah,
because 4th and 5th are one quarterfinal, and then 1 and 8 are the other one, and then it's 2, 7, and 3, 6.
Like I said, I do believe that they are playing Florida Tech.
Yeah.
And I remember that match in particular. I think they were kicking themselves for how the way that match was, and
Yeah.
definitely thought they could do better. And I'm expecting them to do a lot better than they did in the regular season.
Yeah.
And like I said, playoffs, I mean, it's a different
Different animal.
atmosphere, you're a different person, you're a different animal, definitely in playoffs. And speaking of animals, we got to talk about your team
Okay.
and their Fisher JV match.
Yep.
In
A nice
the
3-1 victory.
a nice 3-1 victory. I heard one of the maps y'all, I don't know if y'all say kind of trolled that first map.
Yeah, so the first round was actually the really, really troll one. So Fisher JV only plays, I'm going to Overwatch specific very heavily. They only play a rush comp. So they only play like Ryan May, Cass, Lucio comps, like that, those style.
Okay.
Very close range comps. Those are the only ones they play. And we played Oasis first, and we got the first round we played of the entire series. We did not get a single kill, which I was like, that was really bad. But after that, Koth is made up of 3 different rounds, and whoever first to 2 wins the map. We went to the second one a lot closer, but it was the rush favored map, so it was 99-100 loss. And then basically after that first map, I came over, from the coaches area.
Yeah.
Came, looked at my players and said, and just like I don't even know. It's on stream, but I literally just like, shoot the same person. Target focus. I literally just started doing that, and they were like, okay, and then we kind of blasted them.
I mean,
It was
very. I mean, after that first match, I mean, I think y'all just say, forget this. We're just gonna do what we need to do, and y'all definitely took the 3-1 victory against Fisher JV. I mean, great match. I mean, there's some primal instincts coming out from the Storkers and Skyblaze.
I mean, specifically, Starkey had perhaps one of the best performances USM has ever seen from an Overwatch player. He kind of just became proper for a little bit. There is a clip on the Twitch channel now is when after the round, Starkey just stands up and puts his hands up. It's so funny.
What's also funny is that I also have a clip doing that too. So, it's kind of funny that he wants to take my, poses. Act like he's something, but hey, that's a different conversation for a different time.
Okay, a little hurt.
No, I'm not definitely not hurt. But
yeah, really, really good win. That was Fisher JV. I said it on stream, but I think they definitely played better than the 8th seed. We've scrimmed a lot of the teams in our bracket, and that wasn't the worst team in the bracket. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Sam's just gonna be honest here. I mean, that's what we do. We're just gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
Do you know who you're gonna play next?
Yes, we are playing Clark Gray.
Clark Gray, and that would be the what seed?
That would be the 4th seed.
The 4th seed. So we got the number 1 seed going against the 4th seed in semifinals. Do you know if or when you win this match on, I believe, Thursday? Do you know who you may have a chance of facing in the final?
Yeah, so right now the bracket, so on one side we have us and Clark Gray, right? And for all those USM lore heads out there, Clark was the team that a year and a half ago we beat in grand finals to win our division.
I mean, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I definitely remember that one.
This is a different iteration of that roster, just like this current USM roster is a different iteration than the previous one, but that is some cool lore. Just
that is some cool lore.
So we have some ideas. So there was this huge upset on the other side of the bracket of the 7 seed beating the 2 seed.
Ain't no way.
In a 3-0 fashion or 3-1 fashion.
What?
So Florida Poly is, at least in my mind, just getting that huge upset. If I don't know too much about the other side of the bracket because I've been focusing on teams on ours.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see Florida Poly. I know those kind of big upset wins can build a lot of momentum.
The 7th seed taking out that's just. I mean, I told you, like you said before, playoffs brings a different animal, brings a different player to the battlefield. And let me just say, great win for Florida Poly.
It was.
That is something right there.
A lot of them went to Twitter after that, and so my timeline, it was really weird.
Oh my goodness!
So normally, like, my timeline is full of like pro esports stuff.
Oh
right?
yeah, of course.
But after that match, my timeline was just filled of like challengers playoff stuff because like there's enough people now in challengers and like in the scene that like legitimately all I would see was like NECC playoff matches stuff, which is really cool.
I mean, that's really cool. I mean, like I said, shout out Florida probably for that big upset win. But like I said, be sure to tune in Thursday for the USM
Just
versus Clark Gray.
Another storyline. This is the only team. So we have 2 losses, and this is one of those losses.
Ooh,
from
oh my goodness,
week 3.
So now I gotta ask, what are y'all doing to prepare for that? 'Cause I definitely think y'all definitely have the capability of beating this team now. I mean, probably in regular season, like I said.
Obviously.
Didn't go the way you wanted to, but, I definitely see a different Overwatch team than I did in the regular season.
Yeah, so, again, this isn't copium. This is just straight facts. So, we lost to them week 3. And we were having a little bit of issues with practices up until week 4, right? So, we weren't – I can say it now. We couldn't find scrims just due to the time we had. So
I understand.
we were just not scrimming, but we were still talking about the game. We just couldn't scrim. But as you know, that's just horrible. So we lost to them in a 3-1 fashion. But I think now we're just better.
I definitely think y'all are
not just not against Clark, but just against ourselves back then. We've just improved so much. I mean, you saw it. We had these really close, scrappy games in the middle and beginning. But as the season kind of ironed out, we just kind of got to 3-0 form, as I like to call it, where we just kind of stomp over. Not the other teams are bad, but it's just we hit a different level.
I mean,
in those later seasons. I mean, that's why I think we're the 1 seed. Our map differential is kind of nutso, but especially after I think in week 6 to 9, so that's 3 weeks of play, we didn't drop a map.
I mean, that's just great.
So we definitely had a momentum going into the postseason, but they are a loss. So me, Sean, Starkey, all the team have really been talking about, hey, what of their comp do we remember that was really good? Okay, how do they play around it? We've been looking at some VODs. Okay, we can counter-strat this. We can play, to use one of your quotes, we can play our game and just,
do what you need to do. You get active.
Yeah, we will get active for sure.
I'm looking forward to it. So be sure to get active on the Twitch chat on Thursday as USM takes on Clark Gray in Overwatch playoffs. But speaking of that, that's not the only match we have this week. We have a very, very special match tomorrow, actually, on Tuesday, 6:30.
It's the legendary
Sam's team.
The OW team versus the Siege team.
In CSGO. I'm looking forward to that match. And, I just wanted to touch a little bit on, some of the things. So last Friday, there were some interviews taking place.
Yeah.
And
you will catch that.
You will catch that on the
I
stream.
believe it will. Is it coming out today, for Twitter, or?
I do believe it is coming out today for Twitter too.
I think we need that out today.
I think it's gonna be out today, so I'll definitely be sure. But I remember watching that interview, and let me just say there are some very choice words said about the Siege team, and I wasn't able to give my input on the interview. So Sam, if you don't mind, would you mind asking the questions, and I can give you my honest opinion?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we're gonna do
we're
gonna do a podcast interview of this show match.
So for those, it hasn't come out yet, but the first question I always ask is describe the opposing team in one word. So, Josh, can you describe the Overwatch team in one word? Keep in mind, the Overwatch coach is right here, so tread lightly.
One word to describe the Overwatch team is definitely, they would say a bunch of weirdos.
What?
Weirdos.
Wow.
I would say some weirdos.
Wow, that's
some weirdos.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, so I just want to go ahead and put this out for everyone who doesn't know. We're all doing this in good fun. I feel like we have to.
We are weirdos. That's not 100%. I don't know if you were in here on Friday while we were.
I wasn't here at all Friday.
We were having a practice before, and Starkey just started barking.
I think I've made my point. We
just all went.
So I think weirdos. Next question, please, Elvi.
Hold on. Oh, that was too funny. So, Josh, I had a specific question for Skyblaze here of, what is this IGL matchup between you and Sean gonna look like? But Noah did comment to me that
what did Noah say?
You kind of are horrible at CS, is what Noah said, and so he will probably be calming instead of you.
I don't play CS:GO a lot, so I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the higher ranked player, so
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of expect that from him. But I mean,
But tell me about that Josh Sean matchup.
I'm gonna be honest with Mr. Skyblaze here. I don't think I want to trust him as an IGL. Me personally,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to trust that guy as my IGL when he, tends to have a record of making bad plays sometimes.
Like what?
Falling off the map.
Yeah.
So I mean, he may lead some TKs in CS. I don't know if he knows.
I will. I'm not gonna leak what's gonna happen.
Don't
The
leak. No
Overwatch-
leaks. No leaks.
The Overwatch team has set TKs in motion against other people that aren't aware of it, but there's like 4 or 5 of them.
I mean,
So there's just,
I think Noah's the way better IGL than Skyblaze anyway. I mean,
yeah. I mean, Sean does kind of get lost.
I mean,
But something I've really thought, Josh, is
Mhm.
You guys aren't really used to having to hit your W and A key ever because you guys just sit on one angle the whole map. So I'm just curious on how you guys are wanting to adjust to this new game where you actually have to move around the map.
a quote from Noah itself. In CS, sometimes you have to stand still and shoot, and I don't think Overwatch players
Yeah.
know how to do that.
You didn't answer my question.
But I definitely think that our team can adapt really quickly, knowing that we've had some really good players who've come from a background of playing CS:GO and playing games like CS:GO.
Yeah.
So I definitely
like-
don't. I definitely don't think that'll be a problem for us.
Yeah. Luckily for us, though, you're still on the team. So there
That's
are those
actually
players with
crazy.
good backgrounds, but
That's actually
Yeah.
a crazy thought. I am still in teams. I mean,
I
but
know.
again,
I'm joking.
I know. I definitely know.
Oh,
You're
that's
joking.
that's too funny.
It's
Okay.
too-
So, I highlighted this. This is definitely the matchup to watch for the
Mhm.
whole night.
Mhm.
Noah versus Nathan. Talk to me your thoughts about that.
I mean, Noah's just a goat. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Noah's the goat. I mean, Noah's my goat. Siege goat. I mean,
Yeah.
Nathan. I mean, shout out to that guy's great tank player. I mean, definitely a great guy, but I definitely don't think he's better than Noah. I definitely think Noah easily wins that.
You think so?
I think
Yeah.
he easily clears him.
Yeah, just interesting ideas coming out from you guys. I'm personally worried for your guys that,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are going to be able to mentally engage the whole time just
Mhm.
because, Siege, you're able to just take a quick little micro naps every round just because nothing happens for about a
Mhm.
minute. So
That's
I'm just
crazy.
worried for you guys in, CS as the tempo of the game increases, while
Yeah,
the maps getting a little more active to say.
but the problem is, I also feel like with Overwatch is that y'all also have a tendency when it comes to execution, y'all are really poor at it sometimes.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like all stacking up at one time, just like the first round of the Fisher game. I mean, first fight, y'all didn't kill no one. Sounds like the first.
It wasn't first fight. It was first round, to be fair.
I mean, first round still doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's worse. But
First round, you're not able to kill anybody. I mean, that just sounds like a normal day in the office for us.
yeah, I mean, so I am just worried, for you guys, just, utility. Like, I've seen your gameplay, Josh. And
Util.
I'm a little worried for your guys' util usage going
That's
into this
crazy.
show match.
You know what? And I understand that. I mean, coming from an Overwatch player, animated shooter. I mean, that's understandable. I mean, you just hit your Q and E. I mean, you're doing stuff. I mean, that's crazy. With Q and E, we have to lean. We have to lean and do stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
so I definitely understand what you mean by that. I definitely understand.
Talk to me how you guys are planning to flush out the map when you guys don't have drones to use.
That's actually a crazy. I get that question a lot. I know there's no drones. You guys have to actually peek into things. There's also this lovely mechanic called jiggle peeking, which I definitely know Overwatch knows nothing about, or taking
You're right.
peeking in general. Where Siege, that's all you do is learn how to peek, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
Well, in C is just more like you break a hole in the wall and stand like 5 miles away and then shoot one bullet through the wall.
but once again, it's called standing still, which again, Overwatch knows nothing about.
yeah,
And being able to control recoil, I mean, I don't know if Overwatch knows what that is either.
I don't know if you've seen any of the Overwatch characters have some like the hardest recoil ever. What are you talking about?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you have that go.
Any final words to the Overwatch team? You just want to
I
know anything?
mean, I love those guys, but I definitely don't think it's just gonna be this.
That
It's gonna be.
close?
I think it's gonna be an okay match. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. It's gonna be definitely a fun match to play against you guys. But I definitely I already know my
Let me
prediction.
hear your score prediction here.
I mean, it's a best of 5, correct?
It's gonna be we'll play all 5 maps.
Play all 5
regardless.
match, but we're playing all 5 match regardless. I think this is just gonna be. I'm gonna be a little humble. We're gonna go 4-1.
A little humble, 4-1.
We'll go
Okay.
with a 4-1. We'll go
Oh.
with a nice little 4-1 score line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm personally, I haven't actually told anyone what's happening map 3, but I'm personally really excited for map 3, just because I've seen what's gonna happen.
But in all seriousness, I'm looking forward to this match. It's going to be a really, really fun match between two of USM's staple teams, some might say.
Yeah,
I mean,
should be fun. I mean, the two
staples.
trophies here.
The two trophies right
Me
here.
and Josh are, the like leaders of these two teams. So.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to having this match with you guys, and I'm looking for. Hopefully, we get a lot of stuff produced from, it, and hopefully, y'all tune in as well this Tuesday at 6:30.
I'm definitely really excited. I know my whole team is, despite.
I mean, I'm pumped. I am really pumped,
Yeah.
man. No matter what was said during the interviews, like I said, love the Overwatch guys,
Yep.
and I'm looking forward to this match. And I'm really, really looking forward to having great time in. Yes, will be in person. We will all be in person.
Yep.
Screaming
It's
across the room.
It's gonna be really exciting. I think I'm kind of making the seeding in my mind right now, and I think I want like Siege and then Overwatch, like looking at each other, like across the whole thing. I think that would be so.
We gotta
funny.
do a five line right here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We get like 2 over. Get.
I
5.
mean, I'm okay. Tell
me that wouldn't go hard.
That would gotta go hard. I mean, that would be.
I just like really want to see Noah and Nathan being like directly across from each other.
Yes,
I
I'm
know
staying
Noah
up. I'm
gets
looking at
one
you right
kill,
now.
stands right up at him, and just starts screaming at him.
You're awful, man.
Yeah.
But but like I said, be sure to also tune into that stream to also look at the interviews that also went place.
Yep.
Specifically, the first question, really, Yeah, just gonna leave it
Yeah.
at that. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it too much.
Yeah.
But
Definitely look out for those interviews coming out from the Siege and the Overwatch players, just getting some content in.
I mean, like I said, I'm looking forward to, like I said, no matter what, I'm looking forward to
Yep.
this match. I'm looking forward to this.
I'm excited for the quick USM Overwatch 5-0. Just not going to be relatively close, but
Our way, of course.
I am, of course, really glad that we get to give these, tier 2 esports an opportunity to play against, a real esports team and in a real game. So I'm glad for USM just giving out some charity work today.
I'll say it. I really hope you bring your A game. Your team brings their A game on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm casting.
I know.
My team.
If that just shows how scared Sam is to actually play good teams for once.
Okay, let me tell you.
I know.
When we were like, okay, we're gonna play CS.
Uh-huh.
My team went, Sam, you are not getting on. I was like, okay. I have never once opened CS.
Have you even installed the game?
No.
Okay.
I have never even like played CS. I have 2 games total of Valorant ever.
I mean, I've seen you play Breach. I've seen you play some nice Brimstone. Play
I
some
remember-
Brimmy.
I remember me and you had a pretty good Breeze game actually. I was on Astro. Do you remember that?
Oh, were you?
Yeah, we were farming.
Oh yeah, I think I played Chamber. That's when Chamber was actually good
Yeah,
for
it was
what?
really good.
That's when Chamber was
I
actually
remember
good.
I Astra sucked one time and you like got 4 because they were all stuck in it with the.
I
the Vandal.
mean, you can't teach that. I mean, even though tomorrow we're gonna be mortal enemies.
Well, I'm gonna be on the cast, so.
I mean, your team will still be my enemy though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think you have a lot to be worried about tomorrow. Just, I'm afraid Nathan's gonna clear you.
Yawn.
Yawn.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not scared of anybody.
Nathan's actually, I've asked him like how his practice for our playoff bracket is, but he said he's just been an aim trainer the whole time, getting ready for this match tomorrow. So, I mean, take that with that as you will. Going into postseason for Overwatch, but
Yeah. So
Really
if
excited.
I watch this game Thursday and Nathan just absolutely fumbles the bag.
well,
I
he
know.
plays tank, so.
I mean, but here's the thing though. The thing is, you can't hide behind your tank anymore. Everyone has to be good for once.
Yeah, that's actually not how Overwatch is played at the highest level, but I understand for lower elo players that might be the
For
thought
some
process.
lower elo
Yeah.
players, they may understand.
Yeah, I'm excited. Really excited to see the Siege team in action. I personally think that you guys are just gonna get outclassed.
Okay. Well, you may think that. I definitely think that you're
Okay, I have to give my honest opinion. I'm sorry, Overwatch team. I think Mike and Noah are just about to run us over. For
Oh, they
about 5
probably.
maps
That's
straight.
why. That's why I'm not the one really activating a lot of trash talking because I'm probably gonna get carried to a victory one map. I already know I am.
I just have to be so honest. I'm a little bit worried for my team's mental, but
I mean,
it'll be okay.
I mean, don't worry. We're gonna do something stupid and we're gonna get yelled at. So I mean, it's not gonna surprise me when that happens. But you know, I'm looking forward to it because I just feel like Jacob's gonna build a crazy 1v5 ace, and I'm gonna be really mad that we just trolled that round.
Jacob?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe, but we again, and all's fair. Sam, it's your team. Good luck Tuesday.
Can we? I was thinking we do a walkout, and you know how like in Valorant, like the coaches like fist bump before the match on the camera.
Nice.
I think we should do that.
I think we should do that. I am okay with that. I will be 1,000% okay with that. But like I said, be sure to tune in Tuesday, 6:30, Overwatch versus Siege and CS:GO
And definitely make sure to tune in tonight for the Valorant match here at 8
against
o'clock.
Sanford.
Samford.
Play a playoff match, semifinal, a spot in the grand finals on the line here.
Yep.
Be sure to also tune in for our rescheduled match against League of Legends. We will get
Whenever that is.
Keep update on our Twitter at USM Esports for more info
Yep.
on that. And of course, be sure to tune in Thursday for Overwatch.
Yep. Our actual match.
Our actual match against Clark Gray.
Yep.
Semifinals, also another spot in the grand final. And be sure to tune in Friday
For Rocket
as
League.
well for Rocket League,
Yeah.
their playoff match. But also, I forgot to mention, there is one more announcement. This Friday, we have a very, very special stream coming.
Uh-oh.
MHSAA, Mississippi High School Athletes Association, will be hosting 3 grand semis and grand finals here at the University of Southern Miss campus.
Okay.
We have Rocket League semis and finals being streamed. We have Super Smash Bros. Semis and finals being streamed. We also have Madden finals being streamed right here at the University of Southern Miss, live on our Twitch channel as well. So be sure to tune in Friday to watch, maybe know some future USM Eagles
Yep.
come play their
And
final
definitely,
match.
support
for
high
these
school.
Let me tell you, I've seen, like I said, I remember last year when we did these, we streamed these, and let me tell you, this was some just fantastic work coming out from even from the Play VS side and from our side. You know, the production went crazy. I mean, we had a whole stage stuff for everything for finals. I mean, it was just an absolute fun time. I'm looking forward to that. That will be this Friday. I do not know the time in specific, but again, stay updated on Twitter for that information. So,
Yeah.
like I said, we have a lot of stuff going on this week.
Yeah. Exciting stuff.
lo-
I was
ex-
going to say I might see if they need help like hosting or interviewing, but I won't
We
be
actually
here
might
on,
need. We actually
I
might
won't
need
be here
some.
on Friday. So
Oh man.
I am going to see Taylor Swift in Atlanta on Friday. W.
I mean, what a W coming in from Sam. I mean, you know what else is a W?
All of our partners.
Our partners, Coca-Cola, Monster Energy, Fit Gamer, Red 6 Sport, Concord Games,
and the University
of
Southern Mississippi.
Love you
for
guys.
all you guys do.
We love you guys. This podcast.
The
And
GOAT for reals.
The GOAT for real, some might say.
Yep.
But thank y'all so much for listening to the Eagles Nest Esports podcast. Be sure to listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or Apple Podcasts, or Amazon Music.
Amazon Music.
Yeah, Amazon Music. They have
That's
podcasts. Our podcast is on Amazon Music. I know.
That's a
crazy.
W.
That is kind of a W. But also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube at Southern Miss Esports where you can watch us. Do this.
Live.
You can actually see my
You
reaction
can
to all
see-
this.
Yeah.
You can see.
I definitely recommend if you guys like hear moments where like nothing happens, definitely look at the video.
Oh yeah,
Because
because
it's definitely me and him just breaking down. I think.
we're probably just
Silly and goofy.
we're silly and goofy. We're
Quirky
silly
and
goofy.
unique.
So like I said, be sure to keep update on our YouTube and also be sure to follow us on Instagram at Southern Miss Esports as well. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a wonderful Monday.
As always, Eagles fly high. Southern Miss
to the
the
top.
top.